So, hey, thank you everyone for joining me here. So, I'll be talking about AI-driven phishing attacks. So, generally, so imagine the situation where you receive a call from your CEO, except that it is not your CEO, it's an AI-generated voice, and they're asking for the typical thing that a scammer would do. They're asking for some private information, like in this case, a wire transfer. So the trend that we are seeing here is that AI can mimic trusted individuals, and it can make phishing even more convincing. So I'm going to start by defining the problem. Then I'm going to give you some ideas about some trends, and we're going to end it with three quick case studies. Um, so here, with the advancement of AI, phishing is likely one of the things that is going to get affected the most. So with AI, you can have things like AI-based personalization of voice. You can have deep clones and all those other things. And it also increases the sophistication of the attack, making the attack look even more legitimate. And the problem here is that traditional defenses are not ready for the new AI-based phishing trend that's going on, and it can cause even bigger like financial and reputational damage. So the mechanism here is that it starts by some data harvesting. So the attacker will scrape for some social media or like public information that they have about the person. Then it will uh, generate AI content. Like, for example, they'll generate human-like emails or messages in the style of that person based on any content that they have. And then the third thing that is happening is we have voice and video cloning, where you must have seen these trends about deepfakes that are going on. So these are some trends that I have on the screen. So phishing attacks surged by 58.2% in 2023. So we don't have the stats for 2024 yet, but it was a big surge, as you can see. And there have been new trends in phishing, which is voice phishing, and deep fake attacks, which are significantly on the rise. And the two most popular scams were, or like phishing trends, were tech support scams and QR capture scams. And this is from a report by Zscaler. Um, Now we're going to go into three case studies. The first one is generating a phishing page with AI. So as you can see on the screen, we have we're using ChatGPT to generate a phishing login page that looks exactly like the Microsoft sign-in page. So as you can see, we started off with just a simple login SSO page, which doesn't look too appealing or like a Microsoft page. But then eventually, through like multiple refinements, we were able to get to a stage where we have a distinctly looking Microsoft sign-in page here. And this is one of the capabilities that attackers are using to generate really accurate content. And as you can see with the new image generator of ChatGPT, how significantly important it is to stay aware of all these kinds of trends. So the second case study is about deepfakes, and you must have seen this typical trend of Elon Musk promising you to double your crypto, or maybe something like this, where you have an Elon Musk deepfake who is like deceiving individuals into investing money. So this was one of the case studies that I want to talk about. And the third one is about phishing. And this was something that actually happened to Zscaler's own CEO. So the attacker called an employee on WhatsApp, and they used an AI-generated clone of the CEO. And just to ensure that it's not too suspicious, they made up something like, hey, the cell reception is not that good. And then they immediately followed up with a text message. And the conversation continued, but the employee was suspicious of that and reported to the security team. And then they investigated the report, and they realized it was part of a widespread phishing campaign. So some of the call of action from this is to stay proactive, to make sure that your company is continually updated on security policies and training, and to make sure that you're on the significantly higher side, or the more advanced on the defensive side, to make sure that you're aware of all of these advancements that are going on with phishing and AI, and use things like advanced threat detection, deepfake spotting tools, And of course, the third and the most important thing is to build a culture of vigilance. So ensure that you encourage on something like internal reporting and allow your employees to flag suspicious content, because usually these kinds of things, humans are the weak links, and usually it is some form of an employee from which these attackers are able to get in. But yeah, that was about it. Thank you so much. If you want to grab these slides, you can grab it from the URL. Thank you.